Let me ask you something important. If you could start receiving money every single month starting right now, would you wait years to get it? Most people would say no, and yet every single day, thousands of Americans who are 62 years old are being told to wait before claiming their Social Security benefits. Financial advisors, government websites, even well meaning family members are telling seniors to hold off until 66, 67, or even 70 to get the maximum benefit. But here is the truth that nobody is talking about loudly enough. For many people, claiming Social Security at 62 is not just okay, it is actually the smarter financial decision. And today, we are going to walk through 7 shocking reasons why claiming early might be exactly the right move for you. Now, before we dive in, I want to be clear, this is not a one-size-fits-all situation. Every person's circumstances are different. But if you are approaching 62 and you have been on the fence about when to claim, what you are about to hear could completely change how you think about this decision. So stay with me all the way through, because each of these reasons builds on the last, and by the end, you are going to have a much clearer picture of what is right for your situation. Let us start with the very first reason, and this one surprises a lot of people. The break-even point is further away than you think. When someone tells you to wait until 70 to claim Social Security, they are assuming you will live long enough to make up the difference. Here is how that math actually works. If you claim at 62, your monthly benefit is reduced, roughly around 25 to 30% less than your full retirement age benefit. But you start receiving that money years earlier. If you wait until 70, your benefit is higher each month, but you gave up years of payments to get there. The break-even point, meaning the age where waiting actually starts to pay off, is typically somewhere around 80 to 82 years old. That means if you do not live past your early 80s, you would have been better off claiming at 62. And according to Social Security Administration data, the average life expectancy for someone turning 62 today is around 84 for women and about 81 for men. That is not a comfortable cushion when you are gambling on your own longevity. For men especially, claiming early often makes mathematical sense. And even for women, the margin is not nearly as wide as many people assume. Now here is the second reason, and this one is about something most financial planners completely overlook. The money you receive at 62 can be invested, saved, or used to avoid debt. Think about this for a moment. If you start collecting Social Security at 62 and you receive, let us say, $1,500 a month over the course of 8 years before you would have hit 70, that adds up to over $140,000. Even if you just put that money in a basic savings account or used it to pay off a mortgage, a car loan, or medical bills, that is real money that improves your quality of life right now. Some people use early Social Security payments to delay drawing down their 401k or IRA, allowing those accounts more time to grow. Others use it to eliminate high-interest debt, which is essentially like earning a guaranteed return equal to whatever interest rate they were paying. The point is, money in your hands today has real and immediate value, and that value does not disappear just because your monthly check would have been larger if you had waited. The third reason to consider claiming at 62 is one that hits very close to home for a lot of seniors. Your health may not allow you to wait. This is a conversation that does not get had nearly enough. If you are dealing with a chronic illness, a serious medical condition, or simply the natural physical decline that comes with aging, waiting until 70 to claim Social Security may not be realistic. Every year you delay is a year you are not receiving benefits you have paid into your entire working life. And if your health declines significantly before you reach full retirement age, you may end up with fewer total years of benefits regardless of the higher monthly amount. There is also the quality of life factor. Money received when you are 62 and still relatively active and mobile can do things for you that money received at 75 simply cannot. Travel, hobbies, time with grandchildren, home improvements, these things matter more when you are healthy enough to enjoy them. Claiming early gives you access to your benefits during what may be your best remaining years, and that is not a small thing. Let us talk about reason number 4, And this one is about something a lot of people do not realize until it is too late. If you are still working or plan to work part-time, the rules around early Social Security are more flexible than you think. Many people believe that claiming at 62 means you cannot work at all, but that is simply not true. Yes, there is an earnings limit before you reach full retirement age. In 2025, that limit is around $22,000 per year. If you earn more than that, Social Security will temporarily withhold some of your benefits. But here is the key word: temporarily. Any benefits withheld because of the earnings limit are not lost forever. They are credited back to you in the form of a slightly higher monthly payment once you reach full retirement age. So even if you are working part-time and earning over the limit, you are not throwing money away. You are essentially deferring a small portion while still collecting the majority of your benefit. For someone working a part-time job bringing in $15,000 or $18,000 a year, claiming Social Security at 62 can be a perfectly reasonable and financially sound strategy. Now we are at reason number 5, and this is one that affects millions of Americans but rarely gets discussed openly. If you are a lower income senior, waiting to claim could actually hurt you financially. Here is why. Many seniors who are considering waiting until 70 to get a larger benefit are doing so without fully accounting for their current financial reality. If you are living on savings that are running out, if you are relying on a spouse's income that may not always be there, or if you are already struggling to cover basic expenses like rent, groceries, and utilities, waiting years for a higher Social Security check while depleting your other resources is not a winning strategy. For lower and middle income seniors especially, Social Security at 62 provides a stable, reliable income floor that can prevent financial crisis. It can keep you from going into debt, from selling assets at the wrong time, or from becoming financially dependent on family members. The peace of mind that comes with a guaranteed monthly income starting at 62 has real value that does not show up in the break-even calculations the financial experts love to use. Here is reason number 6, and this one is specifically important for married couples and widows or widowers. Spousal and survivor benefits create a compelling case for at least one spouse to claim early. In a marriage, Social Security planning is not just about one person. It is a two-person strategy. In many cases, it makes excellent sense for the lower-earning spouse to claim at 62, bringing in income for the household, while the higher-earning spouse delays to build up a larger benefit. This approach gives the couple current income while also maximizing the survivor benefit, because when one spouse passes away, the surviving spouse gets to keep the higher of the two benefit amounts. So by having the higher earner wait and the lower earner claim early, you create a safety net for whoever lives longer while still enjoying income during the early retirement years. For widows and widowers specifically, this strategy deserves careful attention because survivor benefits are based on what the deceased spouse was receiving or would have received, so the claiming decisions made while both spouses are alive have long-lasting consequences. And now we have arrived at the 7th reason, and this one might be the most important of all. The rules, the formulas, and the political landscape around Social Security are not guaranteed to stay the same. This is something that keeps a lot of financial planners up at night, and it should be on your radar too. The Social Security Trust Fund has been facing funding challenges for years. Projections from the Social Security Administration itself have indicated that without legislative changes, the program could face benefit reductions somewhere around 2033 or 2034 if nothing is done. Now, Congress could absolutely step in and prevent any cuts. They have done it before, and they may do it again. But the uncertainty is real, and it is something that rational, careful people have to take seriously when planning their retirement. If you are 62 today, claiming now locks in your benefit under current rules. It guarantees you years of full payments before any potential changes take effect. Waiting until 70 means you are betting that the program will still be paying full benefits 8 years from now under the same rules that exist today. That is not a guaranteed bet. For many seniors, claiming at 62 is partly a hedge against policy uncertainty, and that is a completely reasonable and thoughtful position to take. Now let us talk about what you should actually do with all of this information. First, do not make this decision based on what your neighbor did or what you heard at the barbershop or beauty salon. Your situation is unique. Your health, your finances, your family situation, your other sources of retirement income, all of these factors matter enormously. What you should do is sit down and actually run the numbers for your specific situation. The Social Security Administration has a free online tool at ssa.gov where you can see your estimated benefits at different claiming ages. Take a look at that and think realistically about your own health and life expectancy. Be honest with yourself. If you have a serious health condition or a family history that suggests a shorter lifespan, the case for claiming early becomes very strong. If you are in excellent health and have significant other assets to live on, waiting might make sense for you. Second, think carefully about your financial needs right now. Are you carrying debt? Are your savings adequate to cover your living expenses comfortably for several more years? Do you have a pension, a 401k, or other retirement accounts that can support you while you wait? Or are you financially stretched and in need of reliable monthly income? These questions matter more than the theoretical maximum benefit you could receive at age 70. Third, if you are married, sit down with your spouse and think through this as a team. Consider your combined income needs, your respective health situations, and the survivor benefit implications we talked about earlier. A decision that looks optimal for one spouse individually might not be the best decision for the household as a whole. And fourth, consider speaking with a fee-only financial advisor who specializes in retirement planning, not someone who earns commissions on products they sell you, but someone who charges a flat fee for honest, objective advice. A good retirement planner can model out different claiming scenarios based on your actual numbers and help you see clearly which path makes the most sense for your life. One more thing I want to mention before we wrap up. There is a certain pressure in our culture to feel like claiming Social Security at 62 is somehow the impatient choice, or the choice people make when they do not know any better. Please do not let anyone make you feel that way. Claiming at 62 is a legitimate, legal, and often financially smart decision that millions of Americans make every single year. The Social Security system was designed with early claiming as an option for a reason. Roughly 30% of new Social Security claimants each year claim at 62 or close to it. These are not uninformed people making poor choices. These are people who have looked at their own lives, their own health, their own finances, and made the decision that works best for them. You deserve to do the same without guilt or judgment. So let us quickly recap those 7 reasons. First, the break-even point is much further away than most people realize, often well into your 80s. Second, early benefits give you money you can use now to invest, save, or eliminate debt. Third, your health may not allow you to wait, and quality of life in your 60s matters. Fourth, working part-time does not disqualify you from claiming early, and any withheld benefits come back to you. Fifth, for lower-income seniors, early claiming provides crucial financial stability. Sixth, spousal and survivor benefit strategies can make early claiming by one spouse extremely beneficial for the whole household. And seventh, the long-term future of Social Security benefits is not guaranteed, and claiming now locks in your benefits under today's rules. This is your money. You worked for it, you paid into it, and you have every right to claim it when it makes sense for your life. Do not let anyone pressure you into a decision that does not fit your real circumstances. Take the time to understand your options, run your numbers, talk to the right people, and then make the choice that is right for you with confidence. If you found this information helpful, please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help more seniors find this channel and get access to information that can make a real difference in their lives. And if you are not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss our daily updates on Social Security, Medicare, SSI, and all the other benefits that matter to you and your family. We are here every day bringing you the latest news, updates, and practical guidance to help you protect your benefits and make the most of your retirement. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.